All right, next up, we've got this compound bow. Had somebody asking about this. This one, I think this one here maybe has some age on it. I'm gonna try to go over and review this. It's a PSE Carrera. I think that's how you pronounce that. You can see. I want to show you. I'll whip out this tape measure, and you can see that this is. It looks like maybe all the way from the edge of the cam up here to the edge of this cam is going to be approximately 42 inches. This string I noticed has really got some wear on it. This looks like maybe this was a silencer. So that's something that we run into quite a bit, that it seems like the strings probably need to be replaced, in my opinion. Now look right here, I noticed this string right here, and I don't know if this is the cable, I don't know, but this is actually touching this limb, what this thing's here called a limb saver, and it's been on there so long that this limb saver kind of melted onto this cable right here. And again, I don't know if I don't know if that's, I really don't know, if that's supposed to be touching. I would assume that it's not supposed to be touching that, but I want to make you aware that that's the case. Somebody wanted me to take a better picture of these. I think they said these parts. I think they said the limbs. I'm hoping that's right. I have to go back and look. You can see there's some rust in there on the screws. See? There's 2 screws in there. There's some rust. I think this video is really going to help, though. It's really hard to get pictures of these. So you're going to see some light rust here. Everywhere, it looks like everywhere these Allen wrench adjustments are, there's some rust. There's some rust right here. I think this is a stabilizer. I think this is called a stabilizer. I think I did. Don't. You'll see right here. This is a boat. This is where you put your arrows. I shouldn't even be really explaining it like that. I really need to just go more over the condition. You can see there's been a bunch of arrows in there, because if you're watching this, I'm sure you know what all of the parts are. This isn't a good video to. Let's go over the let me go over the inside of this limb right here, and I felt all over this limb, and I don't notice anything. I know enough from selling these that people often ask, but you can see the strings right here. I don't know if that looks like where there was another silencer. That's almost just like, yeah, it's just falling apart. That piece is just falling apart. The string's not. The string seems okay. I mean, I think that this would still shoot if I had to guess, but you can see right here, there is some frays. I don't know if you can see. I mean, I would think somebody would want to restring this. I'm not sure. People's hit me up plenty of times and told me that, oh, okay, now I notice this is just spinning. So something's definitely wrong right here. I wouldn't think that this, you would think that this, I would think this string is supposed to be wrapped around this piece. So, and I'm going to assume that it's this string, and that is so tight, I don't see how you would get that. I'm glad I'm making this video, because this is really going to show better than what I had not noticed that previously, that the string is not on this thing. That's I'm pulling on this string. Obviously you would have to probably have what they call a bow press. I think that's what you call it, to restring, just to even put this back on there. Now, unless you had 2 people, somebody could pull it, or maybe there's a way to do it that I just don't know about. I know very little about these, but I was looking at the limbs and they really seem good to me. But I'm to get back, I'm back on the same side where I was just finishing up over there. You had some rust here. I want to go over this so you can see it. And I'm feeling over that, I don't feel anything. And I don't have any cotton balls, but I do have a Q-tip, and I'm rubbing over this, and I'll flip it back over. I've been told, and maybe might not be good enough, but I was told that if you put a cotton ball on that, which, like I said, unfortunately I don't have a cotton ball with me right now, but I was told that if there was something wrong with these limbs, that it would catch, and that cotton would catch on the limb. I don't see anything. There's some dirt that came off of it. So now, let me flip it over and go to the other section that I hadn't gone over yet with the camera, which is this part. And I'll go over this, and I'll flip this Q-tip around. And if there's any requests that you have, anything that you want me to do, let me know. If I can help you, understand more about this. I didn't see or feel anything, and I didn't do the backside of this a while ago, so I'm just going to go over here. I don't see anything whatsoever catching up on this Q-tip. I'm rubbing it all over it. I don't feel anything that's like a splinter or anything, you know what I mean? It's just, I don't feel anything catching. But, again, sold a lot of bows over the years. And I'm an avid fisherman, but I don't know much about compound bows. I've never been hunting. So if you have questions, the best thing to do is try to ask, and I'll do my best to be honest with you about the condition. We've got a few bows, left over, and they appear to be, I think I got, maybe a handful of them, maybe 4 or 5. I think I got 4 left, different brands, and this one here, but I got a couple that are even older, and I probably got another one that's probably around the same age as this, if I had to guess. But anyways, what I'm just trying to get to is, and I don't know what the pull off, and so another big major problem we have that people ask me all the time about bows are the specs, which is perfectly understandable, and sometimes I can Google that and come back with something sometimes it's written on the bow, and it should be on every bow. There should be a tag right here on the inside of these limbs that shows what it's set up as. The ones that we have left is probably the reason why they're still here left, is we don't have information about that. So take it for what it's worth, and ask any questions you may have.